Hello and welcome to one of my videos on Feng Shui. So this is the ancient Chinese knowledge on the interrelatedness of people and their environment. I am Feng Shui consultant and have been doing consultants since more than 20 years by now. And I want to share my knowledge this way to your personal advantage. And I hope that you can gain some insight and you can gain some benefit for your health and for your overall well-being. And this video will not only give you some theoretical things, but also an example of real practical illustration. And so I hope that you will be confident that what you see is really helpful for you. And I will also explain later on why for this special video I've chosen an outfit of black and white. So please stay tuned and enjoy. Now today we are talking of special energy during the current month of December 2020 and why it is necessary to do some protection against some difficult energies. And by December 2020, in this instance, I mean a stretch from the 6th till the 13th of January coming year 21. Now, my name is Andreas Schöning, and you may have noticed already, I'm not an English speaker by birth, but I'm German. But I hope I can do a good job anyhow, and you will understand what I try to tell you. And I've been trained by Asian masters, and I've converted that knowledge to my own blend of usage, and I hope it's useful for you. So for the month of December now, according to Feng Shui and Chinese astrology, I will tell you why it's necessary to do some protection, where it's necessary, what you can do, and how you can do it. Let's start with why. And I don't start with Feng Shui, but I start with Western astrology, because there also we have that it's a very special situation this month, given the great conjunct of Jupiter and Saturn, which happens only every 20 years, and which also every time means that there's some change going on in the overall energy which affects our life on this planet Earth. And especially this year, there has been a kind of dance of all the three big planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, since last year. And this conjunct this month is about the climax now from this dance. And it also is the climax of the change from the so-called period 8 to period 9, for those of you who know about this. And so it also means that a lot of change is coming. Then we have a doubling of the energy of the year from the animal of the year, the rat, and also of the so-called flying stars of the year doubled in this month. So what we experience throughout the year will be further enhanced this month, and especially the corona pandemic might get even stronger this month. And talking from Germany, we are in the time of talking about hard lockdowns at the end of the year. And I think it will happen. And I predicted it some weeks ago when I first sat down to consider making this video. And I've done it in German before, and I'm repeating it in English for you now. So where to protect? And the area to consider is the area of the East. And why is it so? Well, from the so-called flying stars, there are stars from 1 to 9, and a special one is the number 5, and it's considered to be the troublemaker wherever it is. And so it's in the East, and this means trouble is in the East or coming from the East. And may I remind you that the coronavirus first was detected in the east of China. And I will give you later a link concerning previous experiences with the five in the east in previous years, and a lot of calamities happened then. So now this may be a building, this may be a single room, and for your convenience, I've taken north as slightly tilted towards the top of this page. If you have a building which is situated differently, just turn it around, find out where the east is, and try to put some rectangles like this over your map to consider the area of the east. And then you can see what I recommend to do there. First thing is that it's not recommended to sleep in this area. And if you say, okay, I've been sleeping in the east all the year and my health is good and my sleep is good, then I'd answer that there's also people who can drink a lot of coffee late at night and still have a good sleep, but most people don't do so. And so for the most of us, I suggest that you put your bed away from the east, at least for the next couple of weeks, to enhance your sleep and your health. And this may mean to put it out of the room in the east or out of the corner in the room. The next thing to consider is water. And it's never a good idea to have water where the flying five is. So if you have a fountain in the sector east, put it away. And if you consider buying a new one or you get one for Christmas, don't install it in the east until middle of January next year. Put it somewhere else for now. So this brings me to a little story about the real consultation now. This is a picture of the corner of the waiting room of a therapist. Sorry, the picture is not that good, but you can see the main things. First is a little water fountain here, and in fact, as you can see, it is not that little at all. And the second important thing is the wall, which is painted red and dark red, and the picture here, which is yellow. And we're talking about the number five, and the number five is enhanced by the element of earth and the element of fire. So both are present here and enhance the number five. And when I started this consultation, I already told the lady that I would suggest to move this fountain away because flying stars not only happen every year and every month, but also inside any environment. And so the overall situation suggested that it was a corner where the five was located and it was not good to have water there. But the lady said, well, this fountain was given to me by my partner and I cannot afford to put it away. He will be real furious. So it stayed until a month came when the flying five also went into this corner. And what happened was there was a fire in the floor beneath this office, and the smoke went up, and now all the walls turned black, and the whole room had to be renovated. And so the wall was painted green afterwards, and the situation really improved. So it really is a good idea to take into consideration that the overall energy affects what's happening in the room and affects the people in the room. And so, as a matter of protection, I've chosen black and white today because the element metal is draining the energy of the earth. So it's a good protection against the number five. And I've also chosen now for this short period in the movie to show a necklace around my neck, which was given to me as a protection from one of my spiritual masters. And so I can wear it in difficult situation, and you can do similar things in your own life, whatever is good to protect you. Well, then let's come back to theory. And the next thing I want to talk about is what is it worth to protect during the coming weeks? Well, the first thing I already mentioned is the health. And it may not be the coronavirus, but other aspects of health as well. So, as I said, it's a good idea to move your bed away and to also take other measures to protect your health. The next topic affected in the East, according to the science of Feng Shui, is the family life. And sure enough, the health has affected the family life also this year. And it's also a good idea to take special care of how you manage your family and to make the family happy. Then a third thing to consider is the overall topic of tradition. And I think we have seen a lot of traditions collapse this year, and we will see more to come. And so this is always a thing for individuals, and it's always a thing for the collective consciousness. Now, again, to where is it? It's in the east, as I said before, and this time I have not taken a rectangle, but I'm talking about direction now because it's also important to take care of the energy coming from the east, indicated by the red arrows now, and especially if the energy hits the door, if your door is facing east, and if your building has another door which you might use, then I'd suggest that you use the other door instead of the one facing the east to protect yourself against this energy coming from there. And if you're sitting in your favorite chair facing the direction of the east, especially if it's the chair in your office or any other working position facing east, then you might wish to turn it around to get out of this east direction to enhance your well being. And the next thing you can do for protection, use symbols from any tradition you want, whatever is interesting for you. As I said before, you can use a necklace and you can use stones. You can use the stones in the necklace. It's beautiful for ladies. You can use stones like this black tourmaline to put it in front of your window or to hang this in the window, which is from the Chinese tradition, gold coins with a red cord. You can use other symbols like the Om, or for Christians, like an angel, put an angel in the window to protect you against these and wish you well. And just a completely different topic is tidiness. And in my experience, whenever the east or any other direction is having the number 5 in it, then it's very likely that a lot of rubbish assembles in that area, or at least several things which might not be that necessary in that area. So have a look at these in your rooms and have a special look whether everything which is there is really necessary and whether it's really tidy and clean, or whether you might wish to do something to better the situation. But talking about tradition, then it's also an interesting decision whether you want to preserve a tradition or whether you want to break it, break up to gain something new. And don't forget that each and every day we have a sunrise and it's happening in the east to give us a new day to experience something new. And we don't have to repeat things from the past. And so, if you want to start something new in your life, then it might even be a good idea to have a chair facing the east to face your challenge with enhancing your knowledge and your activity, doing something new, and then, sure enough, facing east is something which is okay, but be prepared that a challenge might be difficult and you might not get the benefit immediately, but in the long run, it might turn out to be favorable for you. If you want to know more about me, just call me or send me a mail. And I will also give you a link in the description of this video what my write-up for the overall energy of the year has been early this year. And not all has come true, certainly not, but overall the outlook was quite okay in my opinion. And I also will give you more indications on the energy of next year. There will be more videos coming, but just a short outlook for now. The 5 next year will turn to be in the southeast, and the overall topic will be the wealth. So please be prepared to take special care and protect your wealth in the coming year. And if you can do something to protect it even now, then do so. And in fact, there's one special day this remaining month of December and one special method to initiate something good for your wealth. And I could tell you what it is and when it is and help you in get going with it. If you want to know more, please feel free to contact me. And sure enough, the first conversation is free, and then we can find out whether this is really feasible for you, and then we can take the next step if you want. My name is Andreas Schöning, and I'm Feng Shui consultant since more than 20 years. And nowadays, consulting is also possible via Zoom and online. So it's still better to be at the site, but it's also possible from afar. So please contact me wherever you may be, and I'll be happy to hear from you and to help you. And if it's just the videos, I'm also happy if I can help you by that. And please have a look at my further videos. And if you liked it, leave me a comment and also recommend it to your friends. The channel has just started, but there will a lot more videos be coming. So please subscribe to my channel that you don't miss any premiere. And I certainly, above all, wish you good health and all the best. Thank you so much for listening.